Alrighty, so as many of you probably know now, well, no, not actually, no, never mind. No, you wouldn't know because I didn't upload that crappy video with my old ancient Android, because of the quality is worse than the old iPhone. So actually, I do want to give out a shout out to Nino's, Ninos Garage on Jonestown Road, 10040 Jonestown Road, Grantville, PA. Shout out to him, the mechanic. Bummer. I didn't get his name. I'm gonna have to get his name next time I go back. Yeah, but Nino's, that's his last name or first name or what? I don't know. But Nino's Auto Service. Just took the last amoxicillin that I had. Won't say how I got them, but I had them. They weren't stolen. They were given to me by somebody, but still my last one because of the swelling here is starting to come back today while I was at work. So I'm going to hope that taking that makes it go away again like it did a week or so ago. It's alright. If I have to, I'll go to an urgent care and get more antibiotics then later. But shout out, anyway, squirrel moment. Shout out to Nino's. Got my van back to me yesterday afternoon. When I called him Thursday morning on my first break, on my break at work in the morning, he told me he wouldn't be able to get to it, even look at it till Friday. And by Friday morning, he had moved it a little bit, had it level, I guess, and figured it out. And I didn't hear from him, so I was kind of getting worried. But then I called by my second break on Friday, and his missus answered the phone and said my name, and I was like, yeah. And she said, oh, your van's done, he just got done with it. And I was like, awesome. And she tells me total for the bill. So it actually, it's got a fuel filter. Got a new fuel filter, which is standard with doing the fuel pump, which is good because I forgot to have the fuel filter replaced at this last inspection. So fuel filter, a Carter fuel pump, and the fuel pump hanger assembly all together. The fuel pump was $330.32. Fuel filter was $15.27, and his labor was only $250. I was really expecting more than that. So thank you to Nino's Auto Service, you the man. I did tell him when I talked to him Thursday, I'm like, hey, he said about trying to find the cheapest fuel pump if that's what it is, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, no. I said, no need to skimp. I'm not worried about the price as much as I want quality. I want good quality parts. I said, this is my home. And he remembered that. So, right there it is. And there's the address. So if any of you guys are ever van life or in the area traveling through and you need some work done, feel free to stop in with Nino's. And if you want, tell them the Bearded Nomad sent you with the van. Can't guarantee it's going to get you any discounts, but if you end up there, just let them know that I sent you. I'm giving him a plug because this was awesome. I did not expect to get this back Friday. I was expecting to have to go rent a car and get this back, and he's not open on Saturday and Sundays. He's only Monday to Friday, which is fine because, hey, he needs days off too, right? I didn't expect to get this back until Tuesday, Wednesday at the earliest. And he got it back to me yesterday. So, thank you for that, buddy. I appreciate it. And I will definitely be coming back to you as soon as I can get the money here together, saved up. Technically I only need a little bit more right now. A little bit more, and I could order my new rear springs, and I gotta order rear shocks for this. I have the front shocks in storage. I need a rear set of shocks and the leaf springs because these are shot. So once I get that money saved up and so I can order those, and I will have them shipped. I already talked to them about it. I'll have them shipped to your shop, and then I'll give you a heads up when they're on the way. And I will definitely schedule to give you my van to let you do the suspension for me. And because it's right here by work, so it's easy to get to and from there. Convenience, that's key as well. So all right, so the van is back. Mona is back in my possession. Thank goodness. Right now I'm actually just sitting at work. Looks like it's gonna rain again anytime. It was raining earlier. Now it's not raining at the very moment, but I have my grass gig that I gotta mow because I didn't get to it because of the van breaking down. But I have a feeling if I drive there, it's going to start raining as soon as I get there. And I use a push mower with a bagger. So if the grass is even wet, Is it okay to eat probiotic yogurt when you just took an antibiotic to ward off or fight off an infection, an abscess down in your tooth and jaw? Should you be eating probiotics? Is that going to counteract the antibiotics? crap, I don't know. But I'm hungry. And I want to eat this right now. Or will this just counter the poopies, liquid poopies, because of antibiotics? Don't know. I love these things. Oh, look at that. Oops. Dribble down my beard. Don't mind that. Don't mind a little creamy. Oh well. Get these big containers cheap at the grocery store. This one here is, I always get the vanilla. This is Stonyfield Organic probiotic yogurt. Billions per serving. Billions of probiotics. I think for dinner I'm actually going to have me some frosted mini wheats, I think. Get more fiber in me again. Don't know if that's going to be a good or bad thing, but actually what I should do, you know, since the grass is probably wet, I don't know, I'm still actually tired. I should just go. I should do this and I should do that. I should go mow. I haven't touched my metal detector in Tuesday was the last time. It's now Saturday. I'm having withdrawals. But before I go out in the woods, I gotta go get more. I'm all out of tick spray. So I gotta go get some kind of tick spray. Kind of a good thing the van broke down and I had to stay, and I crashed on my daughter's couch. And then yesterday, after getting the van, I had to shave, so I took my shirt off to trim my head using their bathroom mirror. And she happened to look in and saw my back, which was a good thing because I had a big, giant wood tick head burrowed into my back. And then next to it, I do believe what was a little smaller light brown deer tick, and it too was burrowed into me. So she got them out. Didn't appear to be a bullseye to yesterday, but those things could have been in me since Monday, Tuesday when I was out in the woods. Because being where I was going, I've been wearing my backpack, and where they were was right under where the backpack sits, and is nice and sweaty, a little sweaty and warm. And of course, you know, well, ticks love warm. So, with the open pores of sweating, it probably made it really nice and easy for it to So needless to say, I had 2 ticks on me. I don't know. I can't turn the right way to see because it was on my left side. Sure, well, I know it ain't the first tick I've had in me over the years. I've had many a tick. Burrow. I had one burrowed in my side years ago, and I dug out with a knife. And then I'm sure I've had plenty on me. I'm sure they probably had a meal and then just, I don't know, do they back out and just hang out and wait when they're hungry again, then burrow in, or I don't know. But I'm sure I've had a few on me, and I possibly maybe, might not have got where they were at, didn't get it all out. And the head might still be in there, but healed up. Like I got spots where a head could have been a tick in there. I tried to squeeze and get out whatever was in there, and then it heals over and still kind of a lump. So could be a tick head in there, dead. Who knows? I don't know. Not really so much worried about it though. It is what it is. I grew up playing out in the woods. Never once did my mother or my father say, "Hey, you gotta put on tick spray." Never did I come home and have ticks burrowed in me. So I'm not really worried about it now. A couple I've had in me. Oh well, big deal, I guess. If I happen to get Lyme disease, okay. Yeah, I know people that have it. I know it sucks. It has its moments. Then again, I'm already dying of heart failure. Yeah, the heart. Look at me. I look like hell from this heart condition. Nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to panic or worry about it. Oh my God, I'm going to get, oh no, if I get Lyme disease. Add it to the list. It ain't going to kill you. I already know what's going to kill me. So I might as well get other, who cares, whatever. It is what it is, Not like it's contagious or nothing. Once I get it. It's not contagious. So, if I'm meant to have Lyme disease, I'm meant to have Lyme disease. Because that's the way I'm pretty much looking at everything now. In my life. Realizing that everything happens for a reason. And it's all meant to be, it's meant to happen, My divorces, being cheated on, finding my new life, being who I am, it is what it is. Being poly, everything happened for a reason, and I'm here where I'm at. So anything else that happens is going to be it's meant to happen, And if it's not meant to happen, it won't happen. So I know the other day I was up I ended up being up like 40 hours straight from waking up in the morning, going to work, then this thing breaking down. I was awake for 40 hours total. About on 36, I was getting a little short and snippy, and actually that whole day here at work, I was really not in the best of moods, being so tired. So anybody that may have been on the snippy end of that, I apologize. Nothing personal. I was just kind of like that hangry, and I was slangry. That's sleepy hungry. So, sleepy angry is slangry, and hangry is hungry angry. So there we go. I just I made a new word. Slangry. Are you slangry today? Have you not had enough sleep? Then you're slangry. If you're slangry, well, then you gotta sleep. Let's find something to wear you out and make you sleep good. Me, I stayed up 40 hours and then passed out like a brick, I think, You know, my daughter and her boyfriend said I was out cold. I was. Once I laid my head down, I remember. I said, I remember this. This is the last thing I remember. And I don't remember anything until I woke up and had to go to the potty. So, yeah, not bad, really. I mean, it allowed me to sleep, but 6 hours, and then I had to wake up and had to go potty. Really? I had the ability to get way more sleep, but then once I went into the bathroom and went back to bed, tried to, well, then, you know, what happens is toss and turn, wake up every 15 minutes, half hour, whatever, you know, it varies back and forth. And then, by the time it was time to get up to go to work on on Friday morning, by the time I was ready to get up and go to work, I didn't want to get up. I wanted to sleep, but I had to get up, so I got up. Well, now, you see, you can never really truly catch up on sleep. That saying of, I got to catch up on sleep, that's impossible. You cannot catch up. If you cannot get the proper amount of sleep every night, you will never catch up. Even these people that claim they can pass out and sleep for 2 days straight all weekend and never get out of bed, never eat, never do nothing, just still sleep, you're still not going to catch up. You can't catch up. It's not possible. I read that somewhere. So, and I believe it's true because I've had times where, you know, like there's a good chance, who knows, Monday and Tuesday are my days off. That's my weekend. I didn't look to see what the weather's going to be like. I don't know. But I really wanted to go down to the shore. Back in March, I bought my yearly non-resident sticker for the state parks in Delaware so I can go down to the beach. And I paid $70 for that dang thing. And that day I got it, they weren't using it yet. It was still free to get into the beach in the state parks, Cape Penelope and the other two beaches down. There's two little parking lots down just south of Rehoboth. And then you got Indian River Inlet down below them. And everywhere I went that day and a half I was down there, they weren't open yet. It was still closed. Even though it was supposed to be open, they hadn't actually technically opened the pay to park yet. So, needless to say, I spent $70 on a sticker that I know I'm going to use enough to get a whole bunch of free parking in the state parks in Delaware to make it worth my while. That's happening this year. One way or another, I don't care. It's happening. But, so yeah, you know. I'd really like to go to the beach, metal detect the beach some, because I know there's people at the beach on these nice warm days. So there's probably all kinds of jewelry now being dropped. I'd like to get my opportunity to recover some jewelry. Whether I can find information in it and return it to the owners, or if not, then I'll have some jewelry. But I'm slangry and hangry. Yep. 4:30. Well, I think I'm going to put this video on upload and maybe go down to the park or go to the park somewhere and take a nap. Yeah, because it definitely looks like it's raining in towards Anvil. I doubt I'm going to be able to mow today. So, I think we're just going to there is, oh, there it is. Yeah. Or what I should just do. So, we're gonna have some cereal. We're gonna have some healthy frosty mini-wheats. Yeah, that's what we're gonna have for dinner because it's easy. And then I'm gonna open up this side and get my almond milk. Yummy. Actually, I only drink that because I do believe in my older age. As I'm getting older, I do believe I'm becoming lactose intolerant. So when I switch to this, I don't seem to have the issues that I have when I drink milk. So that being said, that's the way that works. So yeah. Thank you for everybody that watched the video last, and sorry for the lack of days here. Unfortunately, that being my first time having to leave my home really messed with me. Really threw me for a loop. And things that I thought to myself, you're gonna want to record something here. You're gonna want to, and then I didn't have my phone, this phone that I'm recording on now. I didn't have that with me because, well, it was on the charger at my kid's place. And I came to work and I didn't have my vehicle, so it's not like I thought to have my stuff that's normally just sitting up there waiting to be used. But it definitely was not enjoyable to have to leave my home, but it was safe. Nothing back behind this, from this curtain back, nothing was touched, nothing was messed with. And that's the other reason why I will continue to go back to Nino's. I only know of a few trustworthy garages that I can truly say I would trust. Nino's, Bamberger's in Lebanon. My buddy Scratch out in Colebrook. semi-trust the guy in Richland where I had some work done before. I trust him and his kid. But I wasn't real happy with, I don't know, just a few little things that didn't sit right with me last time. And some of those issues are now taken care of because talking to the owner at Nino's, I know that between him or Bamberger's, I can have the Leaf Springs shipped there. Either place, no problem. So, and I'm sure, because Leaf Springs, they're going to want that up on a lift. Because we're talking about nuts and bolts that have never been undone since they were put together at factory in 08. But like that, the professionals with the good air tools and the lifts and the jacks and the bigs and the stands and stuff. But that'll be coming up soon, I guess. Depends on how the money works out here. Gotta go through and double check my bills for what all needs to be in my bank account for my bills. Now that I know what the garage cost me yesterday, I gotta do some figuring, but I'm hangry. So we're gonna take care of that first. Maybe tomorrow. Hopefully maybe tomorrow I can get the grass mowed. I like to get a mow in a week, because that's $25 every time, so I don't want to short myself. I'm sure the grass is growing like crazy. But yeah, bottom. I like bottom. So yeah, I've rambled enough. So on that note, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna finish eating, finish getting changed, and then I'm gonna go run and see what I can find in the way of tick spray and stuff to treat my metal detecting apparel. I'm gonna have to go back and check out Live Free or Die's last video when he talked about ticks. He had some for spray that you pre-treat the clothing and all. good for up to like 8 washes, he said. Spray the clothes, let it dry, and then you put it on. So I have to go watch his videos, see what that product was, and then find out if any local stores even have it. Hopefully they do. So, on that note, I'll catch you all later. I appreciate every one of you. Love you all. Love the support. I'm not sure what's up with the viewed hours. Last time I looked at YouTube Studio, I don't know how they're calculating the viewed hours. But I know it's the viewed hours that I need to get monetized, and that was 4,000 viewed hours. And with the amount of views that I have on videos, now I know it's 4,000 viewed hours in 365 days. And I'm gonna have to do some math, look at videos, views, and the time on the video, and do the math. But I know I got over 2,000 views on one video, and 1,000 something on another one. So if that's a half an hour long video, well, like this one is a little over half an hour. That half an hour times 1,000 views, that'd be 500 hours. Half an hour, times 2,000 would be 1,000 hours. And with all the other videos that everybody's watching now, thank you very much. For now, keep commenting. I mean, I'm reading them all. I'm not right on top of reading it when it comes up and notifies me right away all the time. But I have stayed up quite a bit later than I should have some nights. Making sure I'm going through to read all your comments. And or respond, or at least hit the heart button, so that way you know I read it. And I will continue to do that as long as I feasibly possibly can. So just remember, I appreciate every one of you. You're appreciating me for my message and the inspiration of what I've been through so far. And if I can help others realize, I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfect. My life ain't perfect, no, far from it. And I'm not perfect I'm not the best at coming, dealing with crappy situations. I'm far from that. Far from being perfect on that. And I'd be lying if I said I don't fight and deal with depression. And leaving my van home at the garage, I guess I can say, I can't say I never had any anxiety. I've dealt with anxiety before, but it was not. Wednesday night was the worst, biggest. And I didn't say nothing to anybody really, more most, except I think I told my kid. I think I said in front of my kid and her boyfriend, But I really just tried to keep it inside and work through it, which I did. But now I think that's why I feel so drained and so tired now. But yeah, I'm far from perfect. I'm not perfect. Just living my life my way. I know it's gonna be more of a lonely road than I'll always have some friends and family. And along the way, if I can make connections, that's great. But I think some of my dreams, goals, and desires that go along with this lifestyle and who I am, some stuff I think it's never going to work out. And maybe it's not meant to. Who knows? And some days dealing with depression, some days I can care less. I very much want to wash my hands of this and that and blah, blah, blah. But then other days, even an hour later, think to myself, no, man, you can't do that. This is what you are. This is who you are. This is how you are. And you can't be like that. Yeah, I argue with myself. But that battle, that pushing myself to go push through things, that's the drive and the push and the not giving up. That's what I want to share with people, to help people understand that if I can do it, they can do it. You can do it. Living life each day, one day at a time. I'm trying to live the best life I can the way I want. As free as I can. That's what my van life's about. Being free to do what I want, when I want, where I want. No Uncle Sam breathing down my neck telling me what I can and can't do. Nobody else breathing down my neck telling me what I can or can't do. That's what my life's about. So, keep pushing, folks. Don't give up. And hopefully nothing else will go awry or wrong until I can get the leaf springs and rear shocks, so that I can get, because that's pretty much one of the last big things for this thing, for its safety and handling, is the rear leaf springs. So with what I got, I'm not far off from being able to get the leaf springs. If I add a little bit to it on my next payday, I'll be able to get the springs, order leaf springs, and a pair of rear shocks Then I'll have the suspension can get done on this thing, shocks and rear springs. Then really the only thing left to do after that is going to be replace all the hoses, all the radiator hoses, heater hoses, all that. So I want to get all the hoses done because some of those hoses up under that hood are original. Don't say no more. No. Don't say. Don't. So so the hoses and water pump, I would say, because I don't know when that was done last. No, I know it had to be done, but I don't know when. So that should get done. But those are things that are actually fairly cheap.